ಆನೇಕಲ್ ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ಹೆಬ್ಗೋಡಿಯ ಸಾಯಿ ವಿಶ್ರಾಮ್ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ಆವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೊಮ್ಮಸಂದ್ರ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಸಂಘ ಹಾಗೂ ಬಿಜೆಎಲ್ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಸಹಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೋದ್ಯಮಗಳ ಸಂವಾದಾತ್ಮಕ ಸಭೆ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇನ್ನು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೋದ್ಯಮಗಳ ಸಂವಾದಾತ್ಮಕ ಸಭೆಗೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ವಲಯದ ಐಜಿಪಿಯಾದ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು ಚಾಲನೆ ನೀಡಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದರು. ಇನ್ನು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಅಪರಾಧ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಲು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾದ ಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ನಡೆಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಇನ್ನು ಈ ವೇಳೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ವಲಯ ಐಜಿಪಿ ಎಂ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು ಮಾತನಾಡಿ, ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಸಂಘದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಗಳ ಮಾಲೀಕರು ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಿರುವ ಅಪರಾಧ ಕೃತ್ಯಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನೀಡಿದ್ದು, ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅಪರಾಧ ಕೃತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಲು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗುವುದು ಎಂದರು. ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ಮತ್ತು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳ ಮಾಲೀಕರು ಸಹ ಪೊಲೀಸರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಇನ್ನು ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಗ್ರಾಮಾಂತರ ಎಸ್ಪಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಂಶಿಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಎಸ್ಪಿ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮ್, ಡಿವೈಎಸ್ಪಿ ಮಲ್ಲೇಶ್ ಗೌಡ್ರು, ಆನೇಕಲ್ ಉಪವಿಭಾಗದ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಎಫ್ಆರ್ ಸಿಂಘ್ವಿ, ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಕುಮಾರ್, ಅನಿಲ್ ಹರಿದಾಸ್, ಪ್ರಣವ್, ನೀಲಕಂಠಯ್ಯ, ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ, ಅಜಯ್, ಭಾರದ್ವಾಜ್, ಮಹದೇವ್, ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್, ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, ಸಂಜೀವ್ ಧವಂತ್, ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್, ಅಶ್ವಥ್, ಅಣ್ಣಾಜಿ, ಸಂಪತ್ ಕುಮಾರ್, ಮುರಳೀಧರ್, ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್, ಪ್ರದೀಪ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಸಂಘದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಹಾಜರಿದ್ದರು.
And food distribution, crockery distribution, health kits, and these are all the, I would like to thank NH team here on behalf of the association. Very importantly, on the environmental part, our JMD Mr. Singh will talk in this speech. We set up the segregation plant. It's a world-class, prestigious project which was initiated by Sansera Foundation in coordination with the BII and Trashcon with the collaboration of Unilever and UK government. This plant will treat around 10 tons of a fresh mixed waste per day. Special thanks to TMC for their cooperation and operating it in a world-class way. Recently, this unit was shooted by Economic Forum. It's a proud moment to Bammasandra. World Economic Forum has come over here and they shooted the complete process which will be telecasted in August. And one more very, again on the environmental part, Bammasandra Lake, which is called as a Kitkanelli Lake, which is around 28 acres of land which was dumped together in the industrial area. This was become a national level concern, and we as the industry and all, majority of them have got notices from Pollution Board and from NGT also. Their BI come forward with the help of all the industries in this Bammasandra industrial area.
The largest gathering today in last 5 years of various activities that we have. Not only by way of industry members but also by way of police personnel. So thank you very much. It's heartening that to see so many people. By and large, we as industrialists and people, employees on their behalf, I would say that Bammasandra industrial area is one of the safest area that we see. I have industry outside Bammasandra in Bangalore, Bidadi, I have in Tumkur, and so outside Bangalore. And I can tell you that we are very, very comfortable in Bammasandra. To give you an example, we are in aerospace and there is Aero Park created, and most of our customers wanted us to be in Aero Park. But we said the kind of comfort we have, the kind of guarantee we have of peacefulness here, and the kind of support we have from community and police, I would rather be here in this locality, then be very close to the customer in India Aerospace Park. So we're putting up one of the largest aerospace facility in Bomasandra area. So thank you very much for all that you've been doing, and definitely the man is not ever satisfied, so we also expect more from the police. As you do better, expectations are higher. When you don't do good, we probably give up and say no point wasting our time. So we are probably going to ask you more of issues because trying to get more out of people who are really concerned about us, our safety, our well-being, and but be it by way of crime rates, be it by way of earlier we used to have people coming disturbing us for various reasons. Could be asking for collections, asking on various festivals. And today I don't even remember when I last saw people like that. And these are all changes, though may be small, but it makes the biggest difference because one such event can make a big difference to the whole disturbance and it can be landing into problems. So my only two issues that I would talk about is one is the traffic light, which was inaugurated more than a year and a half ago during COVID period because it was felt it is very essential and my company was the sponsor of that. But whenever I pass that, I don't see the traffic light working at all. In fact, we pay for the guards also to take care of the traffic. And on top of it, we have traffic jams. So I do not know what is the technical hitch for using those traffic lights. It could be the road that was designed not, or the traffic light did not synchronize or what it is. I would request you to have a look at it because there's a serious traffic jam problem near Narayan Vidyalaya.
Yeah, it's a fantastic alignment with the police who serve us day in, day out. And to put across our question, there are many accidents seen on the roads of Bomasandra industrial area. The vehicles are moving very fast, and in front of our company, we could see within last 3 months there are 2 accidents, and would have taken the lives of the people. One of security guard and one of our employee. So I think it's a major concern to put the road humps in the road to limit the speed, and also in the evening it is very difficult to walk around without a street lights. I think nowadays even female employees walk around till evening, and even the employee staff, if they want to walk around, it's very difficult without street lights and footpaths, effective footpaths. And major problem is road humps. I think that will help a lot to have the lives saved. This putting
is in the Jigni Bomasandra link road. There are still incidents of chain snatching and mobile phones, so the employees don't feel safe walking around, especially in the evenings. I think there have been installations of the street lights, but then we see that they're broken in a couple of weeks, and then again there are no lights. So maybe, sir, you can look into this.
The opportunity. My friend, what he had just told regarding the snatching of the chains, purse, money, and the female workers.
Please introduce yourself, sir.
Myself, Vijay Agarwal. I am from Jigni Link Road. My unit is in just beside Biocon, behind Omax. When the people or workers are leaving from the factory by somewhere around 6 o'clock, 6:30, they are really scared due to the money snatching, that purse, money, and so far as concerned to the mobiles and all. So on and off they are complaining, sir, evening time we are very hearing, so leave us early. So I have made a complaint to the president also, to the concerned association also. Of course they are trying their best, even the police people, they are also trying, but still they are not got succeed. Something off and on it is going on. So my request to all of the concerned association or these police officers.
I am Manjana BB. I am representing Mahindra CI Automotive Limited. My question is, after 9 o'clock, beating system has to be increased. In spite of this, our police department efforts, our employees are facing a lot of problems. And also, what that Singhi sir has said, you are facing the morning and evening traffic signal in Bomasandra flyover. So that has to be rectified and corrected. And one more thing, nowadays people are taking rights, but simple matter also they are taking the extreme step. I don't know what was the motive. I heard that I think last week there was an incident in Jigni Tata Advanced Material. One of the employee was killed. So after 10:40, I think all these things. I don't know either people are having fear of this law and order of this state or how to rectify this. We need to address this on importantly, sir.
And one of the scariest thing that we had was when there was a protest for that Provident Fund. There was this was about 4 or 5 years ago. And there was a full-on riot all over the industrial area, and people invaded factories, including ours. And it was a very scary moment for us because there were thousands of people who were absolutely out of control. I just hope that, there were some lessons learned from it. There's such a situation, before it develops into a big law and order problem, if it could be nipped in the bud, because clearly there is, it has to start with people being motivated and whipped into a frenzy at some point, and then only thousands of people came out on the streets, and it was quite a scary moment for us. And I think if we could just learn some things from that event, that such things should not be allowed to build up to become catastrophic events. They even set the police station on fire that time, I remember. So it was quite a scary moment for all of us, and I hope that lessons learned from that would not allow something like this to happen.
Captain Bharti, Head of Security for Bicon Group of Companies in India. So my request is that, looking at all the cases which we have seen so far, be it mugging employees for mobile phones or money, or even there were a couple of attempts to, take their vehicles away by attacking them in the night. So those sort of incidents have reduced by attacking vehicles, but then mobile snatching, chain snatching, wallets, so these kind of incidents are still there. So what I see is, there is a scope for, various stations to work cohesively on this matter. Many times we have noticed, we have taken inputs from employees, they have clearly said that, in front of our premises or somewhere slightly far away, they are snatched and they go towards Jigni area. So our main gate comes under Nebagodi station, but whereas our end of our compound on the other side, Omek Circle, Minox these days, comes under Jigni area. And that road from Omek Circle, which towards Arbors by the lake, that is a notorious road again. So I think somebody had already brought in attention on that. So it would greatly help, if these areas can be seen. And also, if there can be a check post, even if the check post is functioning only at a particular time, that will greatly help perpetrators drivers, because we see them moving around freely across the industrial area, and any time of the day. So even we are seeing thefts happening in daylight as well.
And I'm from Pinland Industries. And my concern here is actually still we are seeing, our company is located at the Bomasandra Jigni Link Road. And we are still seeing some of the diesel theft, which is not closed yet. I know recently the police department has found some thieves in this, but still it is continuing. And one more problem is actually we have CC cameras which is focusing on the roadside. But even though we are not able to identify them because the lights are not maintained well, because of there is no light, there's a dark places, and because of that we are not able to find them also. So this is one of my concern. If you can.
Good evening to all the police officers here. My name is Pradhan. I am from Bomasandra Industrial Estate. Previous 2 years before, I was the Vice President of Bomasandra Industrial Association. So we have shifted one of our group to Bomasandra. I am also part of Bangalore City Police Traffic Warden Organization. I am the zonal in charge of Pulimau Station. So nearly about 40 people report to me there. Also very recently I have taken certification course from Industrial Safety and Disaster Management, as well as Bangalore, as well as the Police Administration course from Rashtriya University, which was founded by our Prime Minister Modi ji. So I have not come here, or I am not speaking to tell any complaints about the Bomasandra area. because we can find many number of people who can just keep complaining this is not right, that is not right. But rather I would like to render my service to the association and the industries in the area because of my expertise from last 7 years in the traffic warden organization by controlling the traffic in the Bangalore city, as well as since I'm heading the Greenmount station. So I have good enough experience where I can provide my expertise knowledge to help the Bomsandra industrial area to get good traffic flow as well as provide solution for whatever traffic jams which is happening. And I have few people who can assist me for the traffic jams and all those things. As well as during the COVID time, I have been awarded as one of the top 100 volunteers from the traffic management center by our previous commissioner Bhaskar sir. So during the COVID time, what we did, we were doing rigorous patrolling across the Bangalore city. So I have got that knowledge also as to how the patrolling has to be done in our area with concerns to the safety also. So if my help can be of any use to the Bomsandra Industrial Association, it will be great.
So we observe like most of the trucks and lorries are parking in the integral road line and causing a lot of traffic jam. So maybe I request team to look into this issue. And other issue is night times some of the people are taking alcohol during night time. Maybe I request team to support with night time patrolling also. So thank you.
One thing what I would like to request the association is to increase the patrolling nearby the petrol bunk area, because as we all are aware, there's a lot of cash transaction which is going to happen, and which definitely all the people, they know what's going to happen. And post 8:39, we have customers who are drunk, and this also, a question pops out in my mind, whether to give a female an employment or to send them back before 8 p.m. So I think, well, you understand what my concern is, and I request the police department also to increase the patrolling around the area.
ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ದೆನ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆ ಕಾರ್ನ ಟೂ ವೀಲರ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗಡೆ ನಾನು ಟೂ ವೀಲರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಕಾರ್ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವ್ನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸ್ನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಕಡೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆದ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನೇ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆತರ ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದವಾಗ ನಾವು ಔಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿಬೋದೇ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ 2-3 ಜನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಭಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ 15 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವಾಗ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓಡೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋರ್ನ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಆ ಥರ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ.
Thank Bomsandra and Jigni industrial associations for this interactive session. The basic objective of this session is actually, it's a two-way objective. One for us, of course, our local police inspectors, they all know the issues. But senior officers like me and the SP, maybe we have various issues to deal with. So we don't know the exact issue that is creating some inconvenience to the people of this place. So number one is to acquaint ourselves with such inconveniences, such problems. Number two is to try and infuse a sense of confidence among all the industries and people who are here, because we are duty bound to provide security, we are duty bound to provide the best traffic management, and we are duty bound to reduce crime in this jurisdiction. Mr. Singhvi was mentioning that he had started his industry in 1992. So it's a long way, 30 years. 30 years. So, but I was here in 1995, not here actually, I used to work in Electronic City. So it must have been very difficult because the road used to be quite narrow, and so you have come a very long way. And the industries are very important for any nation or for any society because it creates large amount of employment and of course revenue. And we all get our salaries from that revenue. Part of it comes from your revenue, which you give to the government. So we are duty bound, and it's our responsibility to ensure that we do our duty to the best of our ability. There are some issues which are flagged. The traffic related issues, of course, we will identify the SP had to go for some urgent meeting. So I wish the additional SP take note and ensure that the traffic, the bottlenecks are properly identified. And we have to work with the industrial association because we may not be able to provide that type of personnel. We are a rural district. Even though your area is almost part of the Bangalore city, the Bangalore rural, so our police stations have limited staff, but that will not prevent us from doing things better. So please work with the association and ensure that these, first of all, identification of the bottlenecks, number two, and how to overcome those issues, number two. And one issue which Mr. Singhvi had pointed out is the traffic signal which is not working. So if someone has put up, not put to operation. So I feel that if someone has helped us or they have come half the way. Nodi, please let me know if I have to take up with the DG office or whom we have to take up with. We'll get the permission and we'll get it done. Is it the national highway which is creating the problem?
Just check it. It's on the national highway.
It's a national. We'll interact with them and we'll ensure that we get whatever is the approval, whatever they want, we can get it done. So if they have if they have some requirement to be fulfilled, we will ensure that that also gets fulfilled. Why is, if someone comes halfway to help us, I think we should go the other halfway, or else no one will come anyway to help us also. So it is our duty, all the more it's our duty to take it forward.
It's not on highway, sir. It's under the flyover. Okay. I don't think it's national. It is under the national. It's still under the national.
I will sort it out. Check up, Madi. What exactly is the issue? At least this issue we should be able to solve. So, the other issues of chain snatching and mugging, and yes, so they are all important issues, and that also needs to be mapped. That we were discussing in our meetings, which you are also part of. The exact areas where such crime is repeatedly happening, and the timings, the space-time map. We have to ensure that we identify those areas, number one, of course, but something more important is what I will discuss later. And we should have some sort of what we have discussed, night domination, patrolling, and that should be timed in such a way that we should analyze the crimes, and we should ensure that we do it in that particular time so that the effect is more. Apart from that, criminals and going after them, which will give us some results. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ, in this industrial area, one of the main reasons why I have been interacting with some of the industrial areas are so many problems. We actually maybe only when you sit together and discuss we may get to know. Because last year I'd been to this Narsapur industrial area last year, and there were some issues which we thought we have sorted out. But there was one more issue which had come up. The traveling, the people, the workers, the female workers who used to travel during the night, and most of their accommodation was in Hoskote. So there were some issues en route. So only when you interact with people we may get to know. I think that is one of the main reasons why I have been interacting, so that we may get to know things which may not be publicly visible or publicly discussed. So we and our officers, additional SP, DSP, Anikal and all the officers, we are duty bound to do what best we can. We also expect some sort of a cooperation. I hear that we are going to put up around 400 CCTVs. I wish to thank you. We will certainly put it to use, because most of our detection as of now, the last 2-3 years, detection means once a crime happens, you go and you find out who has done it and get him. So it has been CCTV based. I think at least 50% or 60% of the crime detection is because of CCTVs nowadays. So we wish that it is done fast, and we'll certainly cooperate. Whatever needs to be done, our DSP should coordinate and ensure. And if at all they are doing it, kindly discuss with them which are the best points to, means any intersection where everyone has to pass through. That is one of the best points where you can put up these things so that we can identify even if there is an incident. First of all, prevention is more important. We will certainly try to prevent. But detection also ensures that there is prevention of crime. So we will certainly do our best. I hear that there are some jurisdictional issues between police stations. That I think we have to discuss separately after this meeting. I just want to see the map of the industrial areas and where exactly our inspectors are finding an issue. So that should not be a reason for any delay in our reaction now. Because this has been a historical issue, jurisdictional issue. Please ensure that we will do something. I assure you all that we will do our best, and we will make the proceedings, we will draw proceedings, and we will also, so that when next time, maybe after 6 months or whenever we are going to come here, I wish that we have done at least some percentage, some decent percentage, so that we can show our face to them again. I thank you, I thank one and all.
Frankly, I think Mr. Singhi said most of it. When Mr. Singhi speaks, we don't have to speak very much after that, because he covers everything. He's very diligent at that. But looking at the crime map here, the only thing I can say is that thankfully we have not had any issues of a serious nature. I don't know, so maybe some of this it will fall into the bucket of a serious nature sometimes. But the last incident that we had in our company was in 1984 when we first set up. When a bunch of guys came up in the night and took all the steel away. After that, thankfully, we never had to call the police. So I hope all these incidences that we talked about is something that I think not just the police has to watch out for. Like somebody said, one of the speakers mentioned, it becomes everybody's responsibility, that all of us have to do our bit. In fact, we should also pitch in, find out what best we can do. I think it's a great idea for us to try and put up more surveillance cameras, because in some cases I've seen the surveillance camera doesn't work, but just the fact that the surveillance camera is there, crime is not being committed. So with that, I wish everybody all the very best, and all my colleagues. It's wonderful meeting all my old friends here today.
Hello.
which were highlighted by the speakers. This is regarding Mr. Ajay had pointed out Provident Fund agitation took place. Yes, we have some sort of a plan as to how we will react. Maybe in the first inspection when I had come to Attibari also, we had discussed what had gone wrong. It was discussed earlier also. And how we will react in case, I hope it doesn't happen, but we should be ready for it. We have some sort of a plan in place. And there are two issues. One, when we neglect small crime, petty crime, we are sure that it is proved that we will end up with the bigger crime. Initially it starts with maybe snatching, then it will go to stabbing, then it will become an organized dacoities and robberies. So it's always better to stop things right in the beginning and send an impression that we mean business. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡಿ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟದಂತೂ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದು ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಎನ್ಶೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಗೋ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ the other side, the criminals or bad fellows should feel that we take everything seriously. Ashtidre, at least things will reduce substantially. Finally, if something happens, then we will certainly detect and we will do what is required.
The present association is very active, headed by Mr. Prasad. There are a lot of interactions like this conducted in the past. Definitely there have been continuous improvements. And this relation between the Industries Association and the industrialists and the police department will continue, and we can bring down the crime rate and all other allegations told by our colleagues.
With such a big police presence, it really gladdens the heart to see that it's taken, our concerns are taken seriously. I have nothing much to say except that I've been working in this area for the last 35 years, and it has grown from being a very backwaters of Bangalore to a thriving part of the city now. So our problems are also going to multiply as a result, and I'm very, very happy to see that the law and order authorities are taking it as seriously, because we naturally, with more people coming in, the number of problems go up. From our side, Anthem will always be there to stand shoulder to shoulder to contribute whatever is needed to improve.
So heartening to see the IGP present amongst us. It's like in olden days the king used to, visit the people and then understand their problems. So we feel very honored by your presence today. So thank you so much. Our group has got totally 17 manufacturing units. 7 of them are in Bomsandra. So we started here and we grew out of this place, operating out of this place. More so after Mr. Prasad has taken over, he's really shown the lead in many initiatives like the one that we have right now. So definitely we work with him through the association and join hands with the police. I know it is not, like many people in the audience said, it is not just the police department's responsibility, it is equally ours to join hands, because the area is very vast and the challenges are quite a lot. And they have a lot more challenges than chain snatching and mobile phone missing. They have much bigger problems to address, but they've shown the interest to be part of this association, this group here. So we'll definitely join hands through the association, through the leadership of Mr. Prasad, and see what we can do to strengthen your hands. So thank you so much for being with us this week.
ನಮ್ಮ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಈ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ನ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ IG ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಹೆಬ್ಗೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಸಭೆಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದರು. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಜಿಗಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಅವನ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವನ ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಕಲ್ಪ್ರಿಟ್ನ ಹಿಡಿದಾಕಲ್ವಿ. ನಾವು ವಿತಿನ್ 24 ಅವರ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ್ನ ಹಿಡಿದಾಕಲ್ವಿ ಅವನ್ನ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಹೇಬರು, ನಮ್ಮ IGP ಸಾಹೇಬರು, ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಒಂದು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಏನಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಭದ್ರತೆ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಏನೇನು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೀವೊಂದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಾವು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಮೂಲಕ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಸಭೆಗೆ ತಾವು ತುಂಬ ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಏರ್ಪಾಡು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಮ್ಮ IGP ಸಾಹೇಬರು ನಮ್ಗಾಗಲೇ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಮುಂದಿನ 3 ತಿಂಗಳ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇದೇ ಥರ ಒಂದು 4 ತಿಂಗಳು ಸಭೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಾವು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಭೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ರಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳ ಅಂತಿಮ ಸಂಘದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಸುತ್ತ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲೇ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ. ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಇದೇ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಐ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ and also much about the problems which they addressed. In fact, we already started working on that part, and definitely we assure you whatever the problems you have addressed and we have faced, I think by the time in another two months or 3 months you'll definitely feel the change in it. And I assure you, on the behalf of myself, I take responsibility of seeing that the problems are curtailed to the maximum extent.
Like we want to implement many good things here in Thomasandra Industrial Association. Every year we generate about 2% of profit as our CSR fund. As industry, collectively if we take out that money, it will be used and we can do miracles here around the industry. And I request Prasad and the team here to convene a meeting so that we can sit together and can help the industry a lot. And that can be in terms of infrastructure, health education, livelihood. At the same time, sir, I have one comment for this police department. They are so responsive. As soon as we call, for me it is about 4 times. They were present in my campus within 5 to 7 minutes of time. So I sincerely appreciate their service. And thank you to all of you today. It's really a great occasion. As Mr. Singhvi and Mr. Anil Haridas has told, this Bomsandra and Jigni has got a very good name in the country, not only country, internationally. Lot of export industries are being set up here and lakhs of workers are working all around. So in fact, we are here since 93, even Jigni Bomsandra link road was not there because our group, Megamiles, is very closely associated with Bilforge, and now it is Mahendra CI and Sansera, the directors of Bilforge and Sansera. We knew them since almost 28 years. How we worked in Bomsandra and all, we have started in a very humble way and all have been progressing well. This is because, the local and other local bodies have supported, and Bomsandra industrial area and Jigni industrial area work together to closely to monitor the atmosphere of both the industries. But recently, lot of incidents like snake charging and mobile snatching, and one bad incident also has happened very recently near Tata Advanced Material. So we have interacted with Station Officer Mr. Sudarshan, and even the culprit has been nabbed within 24 hours. We appreciate the police effort, and even Industries Association is also trying to support, and petrol vehicles have been, one vehicle has been given from Jigni industrial area, and we are planning to give one more vehicle so that the support would be more, and
station officer was informing us to give some home guards. I request today IG sir to at least give some more, there is a short of manpower in the industrial station. And this station has been, the construction and building has been, donated by Bill Forge. It's a great, honor to them, and appreciate that management for this. They are doing wonderful work. And many lakes have been regenerated, and even though our area is small, but a lot of work is going very quietly. Today I assure that definitely we will support in terms of CCTV and patrolling vehicle to the Jigni station. And Bamsandra and Jigni are like twins. We always work together for the betterment of this one. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
ಬೊಮ್ಮಸಂದ್ರ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಜಿಗ್ನಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಈ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸು, ಅದರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಯ್ನ್ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯನ್ಸಸ್ಸು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸು ಏನೇನು ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆಯೋ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಸೂಚನೆಗಳು, ಸಲಹೆಗಳು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಧಿಗಮಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 months ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಡೂ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಸರ್, ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಅಪರಾಧ ಕೃತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಡೆಯುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹೇಗೆ ಸರ್?
ಅವರ ಸಹಕಾರ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ CCTV ಸಹ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದನೂ ಸುಮಾರು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ CCTV ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೋ ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ರೈಮು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಏನು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ರೈಮು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ನ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಅಫೆಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶದವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಅಫೆಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಈ ಥರ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಆ ಥರ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸೂಚನೆ ಬಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಥರ ಏನೂ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಸ್ ಏನೂ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗಕ್ಕೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾನಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಗಡಿ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅಂದರೆ 5 ಕಡೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ತಮಿಳುನಾಡವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೊರ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ಕೃತ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಬೈಕ್ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬಂದು ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು
ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಸೂಚನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಸರ್, ಇರೋ ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ದನಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆ ರೂಮ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಸಹ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಾದರೂ
ಅದು ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ನಮ್ಮ ಬೊಮ್ಮಸಂದ್ರ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ BJLR ಜಿಗ್ಲಿ ರಿಂಗ್ ರೋಡ್ ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಯಿತು. 350ರಿಂದ 40 ಜನ ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಂದುಕೊರತೆಗಳನ್ನು ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಲಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ IGP ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರು, ನಮ್ಮ SP ವಂಶೀಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಕಡೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಿಷ್ನಲ್ SP ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮ್, ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಲ್ಲೇಶ್ ಅವರು DSP ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮ ಕುಂದುಕೊರತೆಯನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ವಿತಿನ್ 3 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಅಶ್ಯೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿರಾಶೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರ ಅವರ ಗೈರುಹಾಜರಿ ಎದ್ದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ಥ್ಯ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಕಾರಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಯಿತು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ IGP ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿತಿನ್ 3 ಮಂತ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಯಿತು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊರತೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮದು ಏನೇನು ಡೆಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಭರವಸೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ವಿತಿನ್ 3 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಥರ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹೋಪ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಟು ಲಿವ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಹಾಗೂ BJLR ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ನ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಓನರ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕರೆದಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ IGP ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಸರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. ಭಾರಿ ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಭಾರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸಭೆ ಮುಡಿಬಂತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಓನರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಸಹ ಅವರವರ ಕುಂದುಕೊರತೆಗಳನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ IGP ಜೊತೆ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಮತ್ತು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೋದ್ಯಮಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಹಿತದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೋಡು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪಿಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ವಿಚಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಏನೇನು ನಮಗೆ ಕುಂದುಕೊರತೆಗಳು ಇದೆ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕುಂದುಕೊರತೆ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತರೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪಣ ತೊಟ್ಟು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ.